What is up, guys? The best audience in the world. Welcome back to this section of the Soulstorm World Championship 2024. I'm again your host, Darcy Minister, and in today's video, we are going to take another look at one of the matchups in the quarterfinals of this World Championship. Right now, I have spoilers on. If you haven't watched any of the other videos for this, either on my channel or Jacob's Art's channel, you have been missing out on something, and I'm going to remove some spoilers. So if you don't want that, please watch the other videos. But I'm going to remove it in 3, 2, 1, bam. Good. I'm going to make this short. Bloody Monster, Ataraxia, ridiculous series. I think this was the most hype series of them out of them all. And we have some pretty good competitions when it comes to hype series. But I think Bloody Monster Ataraxia was just on another level. That was a ridiculous series, back and forth. All three games was very, very good games. Good performances by both players. But Bloody Monster, he takes it and he moves on to the semifinals. He's going to meet either Romresis and Master Yoba, and we'll get into that. Ataraxia, he actually goes down all the way to this one. So he's actually down here in the losers bracket. I kind of missed that. I thought he would be up here against Dredic, but I completely missed that. Apparently, Ataraxia is going down here. This means Ataraxia will either meet Blast Furnace or Number. And who will win out of that? Well, you have to watch Jacob's Art's video in order for you to know that, because he's covering these two games right here. But now we have to focus on Romresis' Master Yoba. So Master Yoba, he banned out Necrons, which isn't going to touch Romresis whatsoever. And Romresis actually banned out Eldar himself. This means that both these players can actually switch their races as they want. So bans will not have any impact on this one. However, Romresis is a better Eldar player than he is an Orc player. That doesn't say a lot because his Orcs are pretty strong. Master Yoba, he's a ridiculous Orc player, the best in the world. I think you are kind of missing something if you actually are saying otherwise. He's also a very strong Necron player though, so it's going to be interesting to see if there will be any switches here. If Master Yoba goes Necrons and then Romresis will actually go Orc or whatever it is. It's going to be interesting to see the map dynamics here. Regardless though, Romresis has been struggling a little bit in this tournament, but he has also showed that he still got some firepower left in him. And Master Yoba himself has definitely been performing really good, just like Bloody Monster has been an absolute ridiculous menace in this whole tournament. Master Yoba 5-0 in the group, 2-0 against Tanyaphilia. With all due respect for Tanyaphilia, it wasn't even close. Whereas Romresis, third place in, yes, a pretty tough group, but only third place. He met Alex UK, and it wasn't easy for Romresis. He won against Alex UK, but it wasn't easy for Romresis. So now we have a situation where Romresis, he has to show that he still got it, and Master Yoba has to show that, yeah, that wasn't really a competition. Just pass me over to Bloody Monster in the semifinals. Which one of those two it is what we are going to find out for this one. So let's get into game one and see what happens. Okay, guys, so let's go. This is going to be the first game between Romresis and Master Yoba. So the map they chose was actually going to be Meeting of Minds. I think this is a good map for both these players. Eldar likes this map. Orcs definitely like this map. So let's just get into it and see what happens. Romresis, he starts on the left side. Goes for Bone Singer, 2 Guardians, Fleet Foot. Gets Aspect Portal and will potentially get... he will potentially get the Plasma Generator. He does. He could ignore the Plasma Generator and get extra Dark Reapers, I should say. But it doesn't really make sense on a big map like this where you don't get completely rushed. Unless your name is Tanyaphilia, you definitely get rushed by Master Yoba. But I think Romresis, he's completely fine. He doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to delay tech. He wants to have some economy. He actually chooses to take this outer point and also this. So maybe he is anticipating some rush, which could definitely happen. Let's actually look into it. So Master Yoba, he starts on the right side. He gets 2 Slugger Boys. Yeah, just 2 Slugger Boys. Shooter Boys and Big Mech. Shooter Boys will capture this. And as you can see here, the the capture speed is just way better. Obviously also getting the generator, so complete standard build order. But yeah, the capture speed is way better. Already going towards this relic and pushing for getting this strategic point. Everything else is captured so far. Whereas Eldar, like Dark Reapers, already has to help with this. They just captured this area and still is struggling a little bit with this. It's only 2 Guardians, which is fair. It's just, it makes it so your early game is a little behind. But it is just the nature of this matchup. Romresis, he gets out of his base immediately here, probably expecting a push, which makes sense. Master Yoba actually pushes over here. He wanted to see if these people are actually dropping in on this relic. On this map, you can choose to harass on this side because the relic is a little exposed, which will make sense. Or you can choose to go over here, which is slightly more risky because this point is also exposed from the rest of the side of your base. An engagement happening here. Dark Reapers doing a little bit of back and forth here with the orcs. One model actually went down for these shooter boys. Okay-ish trade. Needs to be careful though, because Big Mac deals a lot of damage, and Jesus, yeah, a lot of damage if he hits. And they are in heavy cover. Master Yoba, he doesn't want this trade to extend too much. I like this by Romresis. He defends this area very, very well. Or does he? Because now we actually have an engagement here. Guardian's getting... Oh my god, Guardian's getting absolutely murdered here, actually. Oh my... Are we getting a wipe here? Oh, okay, close. But yeah, interrupting this relic, actually. Huge engagement. Big Mac was actually coming from here, so this means that he wouldn't have vision of this when he stands over here. Yeah, he wouldn't have vision here, so he just did this blind. That is massive, actually. Big plays by Master Yoba. He saw his opportunity. Now Romresis is actually getting another plasma generator. Romresis' economy, okay, 92 to plus 20, pushing that 30. So he could actually go relatively early tier 2 here. Romresis is actually running around 24/7 here. Interesting. Let's see. Orcs is actually slowly pushing tier 2. This is normal in this matchup, I feel like, at this point. Both Bloody Monster and Destroyer thinks that a lot of War Trucks is really, really good. If you can get that. So far, Master Yoba is not losing any of his units. He already did enough damage, I feel like, over here. These Guardians have been running around 24/7 trying to get the decap here and stuff. They're not gonna do too much, I feel like. Now trying to poke a little fun at these orcs, but they're not gonna kill anyone. Or I say that maybe too fast. They're very close, actually. Yeah, we are getting tier 2 from Romresis. By the way, economy for Master Yoba is actually really, really good. 122 to plus 20. He is tier 2. That means he goes Big Mech Shop. And obviously gets another generator. So his economy is really good. What are these Guardians doing, by the way? Yeah, they're getting choked here for sure. They have nowhere else to go. Romresis can actually just catch them. But he doesn't even need to, I think. Okay, these Guardians are definitely getting beaten up. Kind of bad mistake by Romresis. There's no reason to throw away the Guardians like that. Not actually sure what he was doing here. But yeah, the Guardians goes down here. Fire Dragon's coming in. This is obvious. We need the fire dragons for Romresis, otherwise he's not going to be able to deal with these vehicles. Also, pilot guns obviously delayed a little bit because we are rushing vehicles. Now we're getting heavy boy armor for Master Yoba, and we're getting another plasma generator. Economy is pretty good on both sides, especially on Master Yoba's side. This is normal on a map like this. We have extra points to actually get a lot of requisition. And we can even get these slack deposits here to get bigger generators and stuff. Actually, a little... Oh my god, so Master Yoba was actually doing a little bit of a flank here. Romresis a little bit out of position, if not a lot out of position. Focusing these Dark Reapers. Fire Dragons are coming in though. They can focus this War Truck actually. But Master Yoba is teleporting in. He's gonna tie up these Fire Dragons. They have to move out of this. Yeah, they are. Nicely played here by Master Yoba. He has an answer for everything, I feel like. However, these Slugger Boys just kind of out of nowhere dies here. Lots of Dark Reapers potentially dying here. We have big shooters for these shooter boys. Oh my god, we're not getting a wipe, right? That was so close, actually. Nicely done by Master Yoba. He's not losing too much. Nicely done. These big shooters deals a lot of damage for very obvious reasons. Hilo guns, we don't even have Blastia research. Imagine that. Imagine if we had Blastia for the shooter boys. That would have been a squad wipe of these Fire Dragons. Master Yoba playing very patiently here, I feel like. Is he getting more War Trucks? No, he only goes one War Truck, actually. Gets the Tank Busters. That's a good answer to this matchup right here.
4 minutes until they can hold victory.
As we can see here, we have the upgrades for these Dark Reapers. That's why they have so much damage and range. Also get this reinforced upgrade for Eldar units here. Now, Romresis actually goes in, and I think he can actually catch out these Tank Busters. But I think Master Yoba is having a good time here. Okay, chooses to take out the Fire Dragons from this Falcon and then put in the Dark Reapers instead. Shows his priorities here. Fire Dragons can actually get out of here in time. This Falcon was so close to going down, actually. Yeah, another win for Master Yoba. He's winning all these small fights here and there. And at some point, it just accumulates the amount of damage that he does. Also have a bit of engagement over here. Guardian's not getting moved here. That's not too good by Romresis. We have another fight over here.
Your son shall be incoming enemy fire.
Master Yoba's going in here. Gonna murder our Bone Singer here. Can actually even deal relatively well with this Falcon here because of the upgrades. Dark Reapers dying left and right. So many Bone Singers dying. This is a Bone Singer graveyard. Master Yoba doubles down on this. He actually engages here. Fire Dragons getting tied up with these Gretchens. So well played by Master Yoba. It's almost disgusting to watch, honestly. What is the answer here from Romresis? He's getting... Okay, Warp Spiders. Warp Spiders would be... It wouldn't fix his problem with these War Trucks, but it would definitely help him dealing with some of these infantry units here. Custom gadgets research that's gonna help the Big Meg actually stun these Falcons here.
2 minutes until they can hold victory.
Not sure what Romresis can do here. He's getting pressured a lot. More Fire Dragons dying. This listening shrine is undefended. So many War Trucks as well. There's so much firepower here. I feel like maybe go more vehicles because there's so much anti-infantry here. But it is hindsight. Romresis is actually trying to do a little bit of a backdoor, but Master Yoba is not having any of it. He's now running over here, or driving over here, I should say. Fire Dragon's getting absolutely murdered here, potentially. Needs to get out of here. They do, but the Falcon actually gets stunned here by the custom gadget research. Tank Busters potentially dying here. But they did their job, destroyed the Falcon. The Fire Dragons gets absolutely wiped here.
Until taken.
I didn't even talk about the critical locations, by the way. Master Yoba actually has the tech and hold. Vault Spider just jumps over here, but I don't think it's gonna save them. Oh, Romresis actually has this. Okay, Romresis actually leaves. Okay, fair enough. This game was completely over, to be honest. Jesus Christ, these Vault Spiders dying left and right. Yeah. So this critical location also put some pressure on Romresis. I'm gonna fast forward here. Nicely done by Master Yoba. I think he just won all these fights, just in general. He kind of just outplayed Romresis, I think. Every time Romresis tried to do exchanges, Master Yoba always had the edge in most fights that happened. I'm not sure if Romresis should have gone for more vehicles because of the army composition of Master Yoba. Obviously, there's tank busters on top of it, but I think maybe Romresis should have gone more vehicle heavy and then get Wraith Lords with nah, I'm not even sure about that one. Honestly, just well played by Master Yoba. He takes game 1. Really cool. He just rushed here too. But actually, a little variation here. He don't just go war trucks. He actually gets the shooter boys. Which means that he also has some infantry that can actually deal a stupid amount of damage, and he didn't just lose his infantry 24/7, and not for free, that's for sure. So as soon as he got big shooters on these shooter boys, he actually started dealing a lot of damage where he didn't just go for war trucks only. These two other war trucks got in a little later. Tank busters obviously came in because the Falcon also happened. I really like this by Master Yoba. He was just ahead all the time, and he was always a step ahead. He had the correct units to counter the correct units to counter the next units coming from Romresis. So well played by Master Yoba. This means that Romresis is now already down, and Romresis needs to win the second game. He has to lose his pick out of the two left game, or out of the two maps that's left. So he's gonna pick a map, and let's see what that is, guys. Let's get into it. Okay, so that map is going to be Blood River. I think this is probably the best map that Romresis could have hoped for in this whole matchup here. And speaking of Romresis, on the bottom side, Romresis, he starts with a Bone Singer, 2 Guardians of Fleet of Foot. He plays Eldar, obviously. Gets Aspect Portal and Plasma Generator, actually. So, he wants the Plasma Generator here. Might actually be a tiny bit risky if he gets rushed, but we'll see. On the top side, Master Yoba, not looking like a rush strategy, I will say that for sure. He goes for 2 Slugger Boys, Gretchen, the Voice Heart, and Generator will probably get Shooter Boys and a Big Mac right after. So standard build order so far from Master Yoba. This map, the reason why I think it's better, obviously negative cover is really good for a race that basically only has ranged units, at least in this matchup. And then on top of it, not too much terrain, so it's not too bad for Eldar. It's not too bad for Eldar. They don't have any jumping units. Well, they do, but not in the early game. Except for builders, but like, come on, you know what I mean. They don't have Storm Boys, they don't have Assault Marines, they don't have Chaos Raptors, they don't have anything like that. So, Eldar, they like these kinds of maps. Also, making sure that Orcs only have 4 strategic points to work with instead of 5 is also pretty good. So overall, this map, there's a lot of upsides. It's not unplayable at all for Orcs, and especially not an Orc player like Master Yoba. So, let's see here. I think Romresis has a decent chance, but he is going up against the best Orc player in the world, currently at least. So, let's see what he's going to do. Just building up economy, both players. Okay, Romresis actually switches up a little bit. So he actually goes for the Farseer. I really like that. Farseer is so good against the Big Mac here. Master Yoba actually engages here, but Romresis sees it coming. Goes in here with his Dark Reapers. I like it. He doesn't try and go offensive here. He actually tries to defend this area here.
We are here to
Tries to just
fulfill
see what's going on over here with the Guardians, but he kind of has to leave here. But speaking of Big Mac, he's now out, and as you can see here, this is the biggest reason why this is painful. Farseer just consistently has Mind War, which will be problematic for the Big Mac, especially in the long run. Big Mac actually jumps in here, and these Guardians has to leave, man. Oh my gosh. Really, really annoying. We also have a bit of an engagement in here. Master Yoba's actually fighting on 2 fronts, and looks like he's winning both of these fronts. However, he probably has to leave here. Good sidekick storm, though. Lots of Slugger Boys actually taking decent chunks of damage. Oh, the Slugger Boys actually might get wiped here. Yeah, bit of a mistake by Master Yoba, I think. Slugger Boys. Shooter Boys. Kills a Bone Singer. Has to leave here. So far, big win for Master Yoba. Overall, at least. He secures this area. And he denies this area from Eldar. And he's gonna keep on denying it for a time. Big Mac is just gonna shoot 24/7 on these Guardians. Romresis will have to realize it. Yeah, he realizes maybe a tiny bit too late, to be honest. But looks like Romresis is doing a counterattack over here.
We are under enemy fire.
Oh, Master Yoba caught a little bit off here. I think War Banner is definitely going down here. Big Mac needs to get the hell back as fast as possible. I think he has to teleport so he can actually jump in here. War Banner is getting focused now by Romresis here. Good, yeah, good, terrible, annoying ability to Brave Tomb from Eldar here. Big Mac jumps in here, ties up the Guardians. Everyone else is getting tied up. Even the Shooter Boys are tying some people up. Farseer putting down another Mind War on the Big Mac. Needs to be careful. Don't go in melee against the Big Mac, though. You're gonna lose that for sure. Dark Reaper still in melee fight against both Shooter Boys and Slugger Boys. Bit of a back and forth here. We also have a Warlock on this Guardian. That is to detect these Gretchens when they go stealth. Annoying back and forth here. Still getting denied over here, Romresis.
Come on, I need to build.
92 to plus 10 for Master Yoba. He lost a War Banner, which was very painful actually for him. This delays some of his early game power that he might want to get. For example, he wants some early upgrades to HP and stuff. And it's not so good if he can't make it. Romresis is doubling down on this. He's losing this area, but he doubles down on this attack here. Gonna focus these Gretchens. I think the Gretchens might actually get wiped here. No. Master Yoba saves it, but this War Banner doesn't get finished. Another Brave Tomb going in here. Gonna stun the buildings. I actually really like this by Romresis. He's taking some damage here and there. Big shooters coming in for these Shooter Boys. Bone Singer Knight getting a little focused here. Yeah, going down. No more Brave Tomb here. But we are rushing tier 2. Romresis is rushing tier 2. His economy is horrible. 68 to plus 20. He still doesn't have this relic. He doesn't have a single critical location. It's just fight, 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 fight. But we still go for tier 2. Interesting plays here by Romresis. Lots of orcs are dying here and there, to be honest.
The time for war is now. And I respond
In the long term, I think Master Yoba will definitely survive this, or at least outdo this. But it depends on if Romresis is all in here. Like, it's now or never. Because Master Yoba is just stacking money here. And Master Yoba is slowly gonna tech more and more. Now he gets the Heavy Boy armor. That is a bit too late. But that's because these War Banners got destroyed. It's very annoying that we don't have that armor upgrade for these orcs. Master Yoba has to respect this a little bit. It's a very hard push here. Yeah, Listic Post are probably going down again. We also have Rangers out, by the way. Rangers might actually not be a bad shout here. We even stunned this War Banner. Oh my god. Looks like Master Yoba is actually doing a bit of a counterattack. He even got the Storm Boys. Yeah, he's gonna double down. Now it's his turn. But Romresis is ready for it. He got the support platform here. But Master Yoba is not giving a damn. He's jumping in here, focusing the Bone Singer so we don't have repair speed here. Romresis now has to get back immediately before his base gets torn to shreds. Slugger Boys coming in here. Shooter Boys shooting over here. Another Mind Wall gets dropped on this Big Mech here. Master Yoba has to leave immediately. Master Yoba's economy is not too good either. 86 to plus 10. So much damage going down on the orcs here. Romresis' damage is just way too much. His army is way stronger than Yoba's here. Jesus, so many orcs dying. And actually, Master Yoba's just calling it what it is. He doesn't think he can win this. And to be honest, I think I agree. He saw that for some godforsaken reason, Romresis was tier 2. And that means for Master Yoba that he's not even close to tier 2. His economy wasn't even that good. And then his army just literally got wiped. His economy was significantly better than Romresis this whole game. But Romresis just went in here and he was like, I'm going to destroy this area. I don't give a damn. You are destroying me on the map, so I'm not giving a damn. I'm just going to put all my what's it called? All my stuff in one basket. All my eggs in one basket. There you go. And I'm gonna go all in here. I don't care. I have horrible economy. I'm gonna go tier 2 anyway. And then I'm just gonna be ahead of you. I'm gonna try and see if I can outplay you. I think it was a big deal that Heavy Boy Armor needs 30 population. And that one war banner that got destroyed here made it so we couldn't get that upgrade, Heavy Boy Armor. This means that Eldar just in general were stronger. And especially as upgrades came in from this Soul Shrine, even Harlequin was getting out here. Yeah, suddenly Romresis couldn't lose. A lot of people will look at this as be like, damn, Eldar's so broken, bro. And honestly, I kind of think so too. I think Eldar is very, very strong. Potentially even like complete bunkers and broken. But I do think Romresis did the correct things. I do like the way he just went in here. It is risky to have war banners out. It's always risk. Someone like Master Yoba likes to do it a lot. He thinks it's high risk, high reward, and sometimes the reward definitely outdoes the risk. So well played. I do think Master Yoba definitely won the whole map, but it doesn't matter when Romresis just brute forces this area here and destroys a very, very important war banner. So, well played to Romresis. This just shows that losing war banners might actually be very, very terrible. But if you're a bloody monster, apparently it doesn't matter to you. But that's, yeah, whatever. We can give nuances to that all the time. I just want to get into game 3. Let's get it, guys. And so here it is. We got Tranquility's End remastered. Master Yoba actually chooses to go Necrons now. I do think this is real respectable by Master Yoba. I kind of think that this is a bit of a strategical, tactical outplay here by Master Yoba. He leaves out Tranquility's End to the end, to the end of this whole series. So in case it actually went to the last game, Tranquility's End, that means that Master Yoba suddenly changes to his second race. And he can do that. He lost the game 2. That's completely fine. He can do that. But it does mean that he goes up in this map, which is one of, if not the best Necron map in the whole map pool. At least potentially in this matchup. So Master Yoba now plays Necrons. And he goes for 3 Scarabs, Necron Warrior, Necron Lord, and then another Scarab, the last Scarab he has, and then Necron Warriors. He tries to secure this outer point here. Doesn't succeed because Romresis, who starts on top side, let's see what he does here. He goes for 3 Guardians. One of them actually going on the offense here, tries to take this point away from Necrons. That's normal against Necrons. Necrons, they don't always go for strategic points, or they will go for strategic point, but they're more focused on plasma generators, so it doesn't try and capture all the points, and therefore it's smart for Romresis to actually go in here and see if he can capture this. But Master Yoba is kind of ready for it.
Is successful.
He wants to decap this, and he might actually succeed. Even the Bone Singer is coming in here, bashing some of these Builder Scarabs. Nice decap here by Master Yoba. Scarabs are kind of tanky here. And in this case, they actually get out. Jesus Christ, they also, like, 2 of them actually survives. That's ridiculous. No squad wipe here. Necron Warrior's in here. His Bone Singer overstayed his welcome. Actually teleports out in time. Interesting. Nicely done. Romresis is a little slow capture speed right here. He tries to get this, but he doesn't really get it. His economy is 32 to 0. He doesn't even go generator, so he goes full on YOLO mode. He wants to get these Dark Reapers and Guardian squads out to put a lot of pressure early game on Master Yoba. Might be good, but a player like Master Yoba apparently makes it work anyway. He actually goes in with these Scarabs. Interesting. Necron Lord also out. Got a bit of a fight over here. Dark Reapers needs to be careful. Actually ends up running this way instead. Okay. Might actually make it so they can survive a little more, so they don't have to run through the whole army there. Also buys a little bit time to actually build this listing shrine here. But what is the cost here? Gets a decap here, but a Dark Reaper actually goes down. Needs to run out here, Romresis, or he doesn't know where to go. He splits his army, goes in 2 different fronts. Oh no. Master Yoba, don't. Please don't, bro. This is so painful. No, this relic is gonna go down. Okay, Romresis, he gets this point, but then Master Yoba says, okay, don't worry, I'll take your whole relic. You have to recapture the whole thing now. These Guardians don't have enough DPS. And now Romresis actually has to run back here. Romresis still no generator, by the way. Still doesn't have this point. Hasn't even built this listing shrine. This doesn't look good for Romresis, by the way. Okay, now gets the wipe. But is he gonna lose this in the process? I do think so. Speaking of build orders, 6 plasma generators now going for this summoning core for Master Yoba. He actually finished the turret. I don't think he had to. Now we get a fight over here. These Dark Reapers needs to be careful. They are in the negative cover, and Necrons doesn't feel the pain when they get into this negative cover. It is a feature that they get. This listing shrine will go down. Our Scarabs coming in to decap. They are. What is the economy for Romresis? Gets Brave Tomb. Listing shrine. Even more Dark Reapers, but we don't even have the population cap for this. Oh. Painful for Romresis. Listing shrine will definitely go down. Gets cancelled here by Romresis. Necron Lord jumps in here. Oh my god. Good timing here by Master Yoba. He does this blind. But he knows what's up. He's not gonna be able to decap or anything like that, but he can still kill some Guardians here. A big fight over here. Eldar can't handle this massive army here of Necron Warriors. Now get the Webway Gate. So we do have extra army now. We have 3 Dark Reapers for Romresis. But I mean, dude, like, we get another generator. We get the 7th generator. So this means Master Yoba is potentially pushing for tier 2 here. He can get 1 or 2 Flake ones, and then he can go tier 2, or he can just go straight tier 2. Let's see, the Summoning Core will also help Master Yoba to get some upgrades. He has a bit of float here in energy. He's even contesting the critical locations. Jeez, dude. Master Yoba, stop being this good. Oh, please keep on doing it. It's really nice casting in games. Keep on doing what you do. But for Romresis' sake, damn, this is painful. Another plasma generator getting built here. Romresis trying to get out of here. Oh, good delay here. The Raid Tomb will actually delay this Necron monolith to be upgraded. disruption field slowly coming in here. And when that disruption field upgrade for Necron Warriors will come in, it's gonna be hell on earth for these Eldar units because they don't have tier 2, they don't have any upgrades. Necrons has the strongest tier 1.5 in the whole game, I think. Or at least it's very close. Whereas Eldar, they have no tier 1.5. So as soon as this Necron Warrior upgrade comes in, it's gonna be hell on earth for this for these Eldar units here. Guardians getting absolutely wiped. Damn, man. Romresis doesn't even look like he's gonna be able to do anything. These Necron Warriors are upgraded now. Romresis just calls it. He's like, this is GG, bro. And yeah, he calls it. Damn. Yoba's so good. Damn, so this means Romresis goes down in the losers bracket. So here's the situation. Romresis, he tried to take this. So he went for no generator build, 3 Guardians, and what was it? Yeah, 3 Guardians, 2 Dark Reapers, very early game, super offensive. You basically can't tech behind in map control, and even when he was getting map controlled, he was getting decapped by Yoba. That was painful to watch. And then this never really unfolded to something really good. Romresis, he did get delayed by Master Yoba because Master Yoba actually decapped, and even the Scarabs didn't die. So that was like on top of it, that was even more painful. And even when Romresis actually got this, he basically overstayed his welcome. So many Dark Reapers dying over here, kind of fumbling it a little bit in the end. I felt like Master Yoba, he was just solid the whole way. He kind of was on top of this whole game. He gets in here and decaps this relic. That was phenomenal, actually. And even Necron Lord jumping in here, he kind of knew that he could kill some Guardians here. Yeah, and even if Romresis for some random reason survives this, he's gonna get tier 2, and then Master Yoba is already ahead in tech. Like, this was an absolute slaughter. Well played to Master Yoba. This means, guys, okay, let me just wrap this one up for you. This means that our semi-final is going to be Master Yoba versus Bloody Monster. That is going to be a semi-finals of the centuries. I can already feel it. That is the 2 biggest rivals, I think, of the last couple of 2 years for most tournaments, I would say. So that is going to be insane. And whoever wins that will get to the winner's bracket final. But it is what it is. GG, well played to Master Yoba. Romresis did what he could. He's not out of this. He's going down in the loser's bracket. And yeah, Master Yoba, what can I say? One of the kings, definitely one of the kings. There is no doubt about it that he's one of the best Soulstone players, at least of this age. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Peace.